Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. Today's video is a video of a vacation. This is a video that I'm making for you, but also primarily I'm making this for myself so that we have the memory and just we do that a lot. We're logging our adventure. Sometimes our adventure is not on this farm. Sometimes it is out and about doing things that we love. So if you're not interested in watching us go on vacation, then just go ahead and skip this video. But if you want to see our vacation in Cabo, Mexico, then come along. I can tell you there is fish and beautiful scenery. So here we are taking off out of DFW, which is Dallas. Clouds were just absolutely beautiful once we got on the top of them. And then this is coming into Mexico. We landed in San Jose. And then it was a 40-minute drive from the airport to the resort. And this is a picture from the balcony, the very first sunrise. Absolutely beautiful view from our balcony. And then my friends spoiled me with a traditional dancing dinner. And so we were able to watch them eat very good food and take pictures. The desserts were just over the top. And then we got to go fishing. So this is just walking down the marina, showing you kind of some of the boats. This is the boat that we took out fishing. That's our captain. Real Job is the name. The sunrise was spectacular going out for the fishing trip. And all of the little boats here are the bait boats. So I have a lot of sunrise pictures here because the bait boats were going around and our captain was getting our bait fish for catching our big fish. That is the arch at Cabo San Lucas, and of course the pelicans. Lots of pelicans. Beautiful rock structure. That Scooby-Doo, our captain pointed the Scooby-Doo rock out to us. And then we headed out and went fishing. The water was great, nice and calm. There was lots of whales and lots of activity. As you can see, we're pretty close to land. There's a whale right there. These are the great big hooks that we're using when we were fishing. And here's the first fish on. It is my fish. It was actually the second fish on. But this is my fish that I got to reel in. I tried to keep the privacy of my friends as best I can. So I didn't show a lot of video and stuff of them, but this is my fish. You can see a little bit of color there, and now the first mate is helping to bring him in. Look at the size of that fish. It is a marlin. This was so incredible. I was so tired by this point. I was so thankful for him to take over. And it does take a professional to do this. Or somebody who at least has done it a lot, because that sword will, it could kill you. So we finally got him in, and here I am trying to get myself around him and listen to the instructions. to how to hold him. And I did not cut any of this out, so you guys get to see this fish kind of beat the tar out of me as I'm trying to get a good picture. It was so much fun. Absolutely beautiful. Even the whales are celebrating. We were told that these were all humpback whales. Absolutely ginormous creatures. The video does not even begin to do them justice. They are so large. Here is 2 marlin just sitting, and the captain spotted them, and then the first mate tossed out some fish in front of them, and lo and behold, he did hook one, and my wonderful, beautiful friend, you can see it out there jumping in the air. She tried to reel him in and he snapped off. He was definitely bigger than my marlin, and look at him jump. That is so cool. So she ended up getting another shot in the chair, and this is what she brought up. Talk about a bucket list item. Yes, folks, that is a shark. That is a mako shark. And he was a tough one to reel in. She worked really, really hard to reel him in. They thought that this was a great big marlin. Until he got up to where we could actually see what he was. And here he is on the back deck. They didn't allow him in the boat, but they allowed him up so she could touch him. That's her touching him there. She worked really hard to get that little dude in, and we proceeded to sing Baby Shark to her for the rest of the week. Good job, Michelle. Here's the live well with our little bait fish. So these are the bait fish, right? These are, the fish that we normally would catch on our lake here at home, as far as the size of them, not the kind, because of course these are saltwater fish. But pictures of the arch again, and me on the ride in. I'm a happy camper. There's another picture of me in the chair. There's our wonderful captain. Another picture of my fish jumping out of the water and up next to the boat. And then just some more pictures of me with my fish. That's a bucket list fish of a lifetime for me. I don't know if I'll ever have the opportunity to catch a marlin again, and it was a once in a lifetime experience for me. And then the baby shark. He was so heavy. He was like 6 feet long and about 120 pounds. And of course we don't know about how much the shark weighed. Just a picture of some of the tackle that they use. It's really cool. It was very organized, very clean boat. We were happy with our experience on the real job. And of course the views, you just can't beat it. Absolutely gorgeous views. This is a picture of me with my flags. They hang flags saying what they caught and whether it was released or kept. And of course I released my marlin. And the pelicans on your way in, they think you're going to feed them your leftover bait fish, so they really hover. This one just decided to camp out on the front of our boat while we went into the marina and get a load of that big yacht. Man, that thing's big. Another great picture of that yacht. And you'll see that again in this video before it's over. But we had another visitor on our way into the marina looking for our leftover bait fish. There he is. Hey, buddy. And I guess that this is what they do. They're kind of famous for this. I don't know if it's just one or if there's many that do this, but they kind of hang out on the back deck of your boat as you're coming in begging for food. We did not give this guy any food because all of our bait fish that were left in our live well were alive, so we saved him for the next group of people. But he just keeps popping up saying, hey, you have any snacks? So cool. He was massive. I mean, he must have been 300 pounds. Such a cute face. I think about right here I was telling Mr. Wonderful, you know, that he's got kind of a Labrador face, and could we take him home? The boys are teasing him. They're opening up the live well and acting like they might take a fish out. He's thinking about getting on the back deck, and right about here I was saying he's thinking about that deck about the same way that I would. It's not big enough for me. He wouldn't fit on that back deck, I don't think. And here is just some super impressive skills. He goes into that bay, and I told him that was the wrong bay, buddy. And then the captain just effortlessly pulls up and puts it in reverse and backs this thing in. Just a phenomenal professional job. Of course, he does this on a daily basis, but I couldn't resist the opportunity to let him know. Good job, Captain. And he's back. Are you sure you don't have any snacks? Nope, sorry, buddy. We don't have any snacks. He doesn't look like he's missed too many meals. And the next day we all went out on the sunset cruise. That was really cool. It was on a catamaran, and we got to sit on the nets on the front on beanbag chairs. And it was really, really neat. We thought we were just going to go out and see the sunset, and we got so much more than that. It was a whale watching trip. You can see that great big whale out there playing, having a good time. His big old arm flipper is going to come up. I probably don't have the correct words for what that is. Arm and flipper, but you guys get the idea. It was just absolutely, you know, ginormous, at the size of a bus. And a lot of these were cows and calves migrating and feeding. So there's a lot of these where you have a mama and a baby. You can kind of see here the net floor that we're sitting on, and it's a very, very strong net, but there's nothing but water. Oh, there's a tail beneath us. And then we're sitting on beanbag chairs, and of course, you know, we've got servers that come and bring us our drinks and things. And then a picture of me and my bestie. She doesn't ever mind being on my videos, so I had to sneak in a picture of her and I. More whales. pretty close this time. That looks like another cow-calf pair. We just kept begging and waiting for a tail. You know, you always want to get that perfect picture of the silhouette of the tail out of the water. There's lots of different ways that they come out of the water. Sometimes they just blow, and sometimes they actually do an arc like they just did there. Sometimes they'll do a tail slap. Oh, I thought we were going to get a tail there, but it was just an arc. Great big whale out there, just splashing and jumping and playing. So massive, so stunning and beautiful. There he goes again. Wow. Here I'm pointing out that there's a bait ball right out here in front of the boat. You can see kind of the grease on the water, and it looks like slick and kind of shiny. That indicates that there is bait fish down there that something is eating, and the oil is coming to the top. And there you have it. There's the whales. They've been feeding. And that's a lot of what you look for when you're fishing out in the ocean, is you look for these oil slicks, so to speak, that are the oil from the fish that comes to the surface after they've been eaten. And these whales must have just had a great snack. Lucky for us, we got to enjoy seeing them. Here we were actually talking in whale, me and my bestie. We were trying to beg these whales, like Dory from Finding Nemo would, if they could give us 2 tails in the sunlight. That would be really great. And we had everybody on the front of the boat laughing. And of course I can't play any of that because there was music everywhere that we went, on all of the boats that we were on, everywhere in the resort. So I had to dub over it because of copyright claims. These are all dolphins, and they were hunting. They were on the move, doing their thing. And there was probably 50 or so of them, maybe 100. Of course, it's hard to count. And then we turned around, and here they are, and you can actually see there's some on the left here, and then there's going to be some on the right. And they're actively hunting fish right around us, and they're encircling them. What an amazing thing to experience and watch. These beautiful creatures out in their own element and doing their thing, and they don't mind that we're here. There you can see some of them on the right there. And that's kind of what they do, is they come in as a V and then they circle back around them, and then they have them entrapped in their circle and can feed. And then the sunset finally came, and it was absolutely stunning. Sitting on a boat in a beanbag chair. Couldn't resist one more. She took one and I took one, and I put them both in this video for you guys. Look at that. So fortunate and so blessed to have been able to take this trip. Here's another picture of some of the food. This was actually breakfast burritos, like enchiladas. Another sunrise from the balcony of our room, and a little friend here while I was reading my book came and stopped by. Such a vibrant bird. And then more sunrise pictures. I was up for every sunrise of the 8-day vacation, so there's a lot of sunrise pics. And then of course the sunset on the way home. Thank you guys.